Hello guys, welcome to another video. So I've called this a haul video, but probably more accurate to say it's a recent purchases video. I don't really buy huge amounts in one go anymore. Most of my purchases are pretty considered. Don't really buy anything that's less than an 8 out of 10 for me, and I've sold everything that I've got that I consider to be less than 8 out of 10. Having said that, I do buy quite a lot of fragrances still. It's just that I've been selling quite a lot to make way for the new ones. So I've got 9 today that I've bought in probably the last 3 or 4 weeks. Just going to give a bit of brief detail on each one. Don't want to say too much about them because I'm going to do full reviews on most of these at some point. So let's get on with it. The first one, this was actually one of 2 rare blind buys that I've got. This one's called Escada Magnetism. So it's too soon to really break this one down fully. I've only just got it, but at the moment I'm just a bit meh on this one. It's dark and spicy, it's peppery, it's got some leather, it's got some vanilla in there. I've heard it described as being like a vanilla Coke and also like a grape soda, and I get that because it does have like a sparkling fizzy drink type of quality to it. But I need to give this one a bit more of a proper wearing and dig into it a bit deeper before I decide what I think. At the moment I'm not massively impressed, but it's nice, it's okay. So that's the first one, Escada Magnetism. So the second one we've got, this one is the second blind buy. Said I don't do that, and I've come up with 2, but I very rarely do it unless I really think I'm going to like it. And this one I found because of a review by one of my favourite reviewers called Christo on YouTube, and this one is Lalique White. Now this one, it smells like peppery lemon leaf. It's got acidic spices in there. It's a really nice hit of bergamot. Real surprised that this one doesn't get more love, more exposure, because it is excellent. This will definitely feature in future videos, top lists for spring and summer for me. You really can't understand why people aren't talking about it. It's brilliant, really great fragrance. That is Lalique White, number 2. So the third one up, this is one that I found in a store in the UK called Marks and Spencer's. Basically it's a high-end UK department store, and I emailed a couple of the guys in the UK Fragcom and said, have you come across this? And actually one of the guys, Alex, whose channel is Masters of Style, had already put a video out on it, and in his video had compared it to Tom Ford's Tuscan Leather. And so this one is called Leather, and it's from the House of Monotheme, and this is part of their Black Label range of EDPs, 4 new products that they've just released. So in terms of being close to Tuscan Leather, definitely at the start for me they're very, very similar. For probably half an hour to an hour. They do take a bit of a different turn. One of the keynotes in Tuscan Leather that I like and that I pick up is raspberry, and this Monotheme Leather doesn't have that, and I kind of find myself looking for it and being disappointed that it's not there. The Monotheme Leather takes kind of a vanilla turn after an hour as well, and it's more woodsy. There are a lot of woods in Tuscan Leather, but they're more prominent in this one. I'll show you the box in case any of you want to seek this out. Now this, as I said, comes from Marks and Spencer's, which is a UK store, but I believe they ship pretty much everywhere worldwide. So if you want to get your hands on this, I know a few guys from Facebook that aren't in the UK have purchased this. There's 4 products in this new Black Label range, 4 EDPs, and they are called Roseoud, Blackwood and Amberwood, as well as this one. £22 for 100ml EDP. You compare this one to £205 Tuscan Leather 100ml, it's what, 9-10 times the difference. So it's definitely worth a try. I would recommend trying it. Don't expect it to be identical, but excuse me, I would say the average person won't tell much of a difference between this and Tuscan Leather. So there you go, that's Monotheme Leather. So next up we have, which one should I do? Okay, number 4. So this is one that I smelt lots of times in the past and haven't really been too fussed about, but it's very good. It's compared to a much more expensive fragrance, and this is Ed Hardy's Love and Luck. Really cool box. When you take the bottle out, the cap is pretty much the whole size of the bottle, as you can see. Now it gets compared to Millesime Imperial by Creed. They are, I would say, similar. Certainly for the first 10-15 minutes they're very similar, but there's not really much comparison in terms of quality. Millesime Imperial is far better composition, and the longer it's on your skin, the more you can tell the difference. But having said that, this was £13 for 100ml. Actually, was it? No, it's 50ml. £13 for 50ml Love and Luck, and my 75ml bottle of Millis Imperial is well over £100. So I think the difference in smell doesn't justify the disparity in the price. So I'm quite happy with that, and I'm going to wear it. And in fact, I've already been wearing it, so it's really good. That's Love and Luck. Fifth one up. So this doesn't need too much introduction. This is a product where I've got the EDP version, and I absolutely love it. And I've tested the EDT and didn't think it really needed it. But over time, I've found out that there are subtle differences between the EDT and the EDP, and I find the EDT much more versatile, much more wearable. And it is Dior Homme. I haven't even sprayed this, I've just taken it out of the box so that I can show you guys. The only words that do this one justice are stunning and beautiful. It's one of the best fragrances I've ever smelt, bar none. I've still got the Intense version, which is great as well, but as I said, this one for me, just on my skin, is more wearable, more versatile. So I'm going to be wearing a lot of that. That is Dior Homme. Next one up. So this one again is one I tested quite a lot. I don't love this, but I do really like it. And the reason I bought it was because a really great deal came up. So I thought I'd give it a go, and it's Narciso Rodriguez for him. This is the EDT, the original 2007 version. There is now an EDP, and there's also a musk version. There are differences in the three, probably not vast differences for most people. This is the one that I like the most. It's inspired by the 1980s Fougère fragrances, but it doesn't smell like any of them I can think of. In fact, I can't think of anything that it really smells like. Some really great words that I've heard people describe this. I've heard it described as wet concrete, and it gives a feel of like a dark, miserable, moody feel. It might sound like something you don't really want to wear, but it's very clever fragrance. It is very good. It's just not quite getting it yet. I've got a feeling it's going to be one of those that changes on me, so I'm going to keep going and see how I get on with it. So that's Narciso Rodriguez for him. Next one, number 7. So this is what you guys in the States would refer to as a mall scent. In the UK, we've got a UK fashion store called Next, and they recently released a range of EDPs, which I guess flopped because they disappeared very quickly. But I found this on the bottom shelf with a clearance sticker for £8 for 100ml EDP, and it's called Number 2 Bergamot and Oak Moss. Now, for quality versus price, this is one of the best fragrances I've ever bought. I'm not saying it's magnificent, but it's £8 for 100ml, and it's close to beast mode on my skin, and it smells really good. I actually sent a mystery sample of this to Raj, one of the YouTube reviewers. Raj's channel is 8RK7. Pretty sure that's right, Raj. Sorry if it's not. To get a second opinion, and he, I didn't want him to know what it was to affect his judgment. And he didn't think it was amazing, like I don't, but he certainly thought it was a pleasant fragrance and better than the price suggests. So that is Bergamot and Oak Moss Number 2 from Next. Number 8, penultimate one. So this is another one that I heard of, again by Christo, who was the guy that this video made me buy Lalique White. I bought a 1ml sample of this, loved it, and I've managed to find a 100ml bottle of this at a really great price. Really hard to find in the UK. It's an Hermes fragrance, and it's called Rockabar. So this is a great woody, spicy, aromatic fragrance. It's got some citrus in here, and it's got a really nice pine needle note. I'm going to do a full review on this. I don't want to talk about it too much. I'm trying to do full reviews mainly on under the radar fragrances or ones that just don't have many reviews, and this is definitely one of those. So keep an eye out for that. But I think, not 100% sure, but I think that what I've got here is the original style bottle. I've seen bottles of this for sale, and they're all in the sort of Hermescence line style bottles. So I don't know. Somebody might be able to tell me. I might even have a vintage bottle of this. Not sure, but I'm pretty sure this is the original style bottle at least. So that is Rockabar, and that is great. I'm loving that fragrance at the moment. One of my favourites that I'm currently wearing. So the final one that doesn't need much of an introduction. Literally, this has just arrived. Spurred me on to actually do this video this morning. I'm not going to describe it too much, other than to say, with all the testing I've done, this is a 10 out of 10 fragrance, and it is Amouage Jubilation 25. Not a massive fan of Amouage. I've tried most of them, and none of them have been bottle worthy apart from this. But this one is absolutely fantastic. So this is the box. you have to be careful when you open this. You need to sit it down, because if you pick it up and open it, the bottle will fall out. Wonderful presentation, slips out of the box there. So went for the 50ml, got a great deal on this. Beautiful presentation. Honestly, the smell of this, I'm not one that usually gets carried away with the smell of fragrances. I smell tons of fragrances, but this one stands out. It is really, really great. So there you go, guys, that's the latest additions to my collection. I said most of them will be getting full reviews pretty soon, so keep an eye out for those. If you've got any comments that you want to leave below, please do. If you haven't subscribed and you like the video, or you like my videos, please do rate and subscribe. And just thanks ever so much for watching, guys, really appreciate it. And I'll see you soon. Cheers.